This is Manchester United we're talking about.
This is Man United we're talking about.
This is Manchester 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 United we're talking about.
Oh, this is Manchester United we're talking about.
It's Manchester United we're talking about. Manchester United we're talking about here.
This is Manchester United we're talking about.
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 It's Man United we're talking about. It's Man United we're talking about. It is Man United we're talking about. It's Manchester United we're talking about.
It's Man United we're talking about. This is Man United we're talking about.
It's Manchester United we're talking about.
We're talking about Manchester United.
Yes, people, this is Manchester United we're talking about, isn't it? And this time we're involved. You might have just came over. Actually, you know what? You probably just did come over from Saeed TV. To be fair, hay fever has got me in the bin. You can see in my eyes. Don't look around the eyes. In the eyes, you can see that they're red. They're stinging. Bit like Man United's transfer business of late. So, yeah, tomorrow, I didn't even know this, but the fixtures are out tomorrow, aren't they? This is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. So it's like, again, wait, what? There's no way. I didn't get, what do you mean Rant's raid? Rant's didn't raid. I didn't see that. Didn't come on. Wait, what? Was he even live? You mean Saeed, my friend? You mean Saeed? Rants hasn't been live for like a good, what, 3 hours? Anyways, tomorrow, love. Fixtures. I don't know what fixtures are what Mazzolini's, but I'm going to go live in the morning too. So, yeah, we'll see what happens there, people. Big up if you're in the building. Subscribe if you're brand new. Like the video. You know how it goes on everything and every kind of video. Likes are super important. But big up Joseph, Buffalo. I will tell you, you probably heard it already. I kind of gave it up. I wasn't going to say, I thought, oh, should I just gatekeep this? But I said, nah, this is a community. We need to share. And we'll go through that as well. We probably got one of the big six. I don't care if we got one of the big six. Big clubs need big pressures. If we slap one of them early, yeah, you know what? I'm going to get straight into this, yeah? Let me big up to people first, yeah? Big up to Danny B. Big up to Chat Podcast UK. Armenian, yes, I am alive. Luke as well, yeah? Big up to anyone that just wants to join in. And you know what? It's not like there's much other streams going on anyways. So, hear me out. We're going to talk about this real quick. Let me do this. Have you, because I have to do this because some people don't remember. Have you liked this damn video? It's a yes or no. Yeah. Let's get on gas mode right now. Gas mode right now. Yeah. Cool. Let me get into it. Yeah. Run me Spurs now. Yeah. Did you not hear me when I said this? Run me Spurs pronto. I need it. First game. Mbumo, Cunha, and guess what? When he drops and land man like Gyokeres. Yeah? That's what I said. That's what I said. It's better to have one of the big six first so they get one of the big slaps first. How about that? How about that? Does you know what? Yeah, maybe not Liverpool. Yeah, love. Not one of them. But the rest of them, yeah, calm. Even if it's Man City, no, you know what? They wouldn't even run that early. They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do a derby first game of the season. So that's not realistic. You know, derbies just don't happen at the start of a season. So that's not going to happen. Liverpool don't happen. More than likely, yeah, Spurs can happen. Chelsea might happen. We saw Chelsea and Liverpool. I'm trying to put 2 and 2 together. So, yeah, sign me up some players. What's this? Ant79 says, much love from Australia. That's Australia, correct? Yeah. Sign me up some players stat. Absolutely. But yeah, no, I'm being dead serious, right? Check team news and tricks. Who the hell was that? Apparently Arsenal have a horrific start as well. Oh, for real? I don't care. Because you know what? Yeah, I really want this manager to succeed. And I know a lot of you might not be opposed to it. I'd rather, you know what? Yeah, I'm finding a lot of the fan base at the moment, and you know what? It's just in general, people, you know what? Even myself, let me not say that I'm not like this because I have been like this and it's the truth, right? And you have to admit it yourself. Sometimes just lay down your arms. Some people are more obsessed with being proven right than proven wrong. There's nothing wrong with being proven wrong. Like, if you're not an Amrim liker, don't get me wrong, and he starts to do well, just say, you know what, hands up, I might have got it wrong. But it's like, why do you want to be proven right so much? I don't care if I'm wrong and strong sometimes, but at the same time, I like to put my hands up. Hands up, I'm wrong about certain. I don't care if you change your mind. I don't care if you're flip-flop too much. It depends how much flip-flopping you're doing, because then it can get a little bit, like, it can just get a bit little annoying, innit? It's like, oh, well, you said this one week and you said this another week, then you change your mind again. You change your mind again. It's like, come on, man, make up. What's your opinion? So that's what I'm finding. AKA my cousin who supports Chelsea. There's one of them. He loves changing his mind every week. But anywho, I wouldn't mind a big team straight away, because you know what? You have to face them at some point, correct? Are we all in agreement with that? People in the chat, are we all in agreement? We have to face these teams soon. Now, it might not be ideal because it could set the tone for a manager as well. It could backfire. But if we've got, like, let's say, I don't know, Tottenham and then another straight away, then it's like, well, so be it. Because at one point, there's going to be a nice run, yeah, where you got said teams and said teams. We shouldn't even be looking that far, considering the season we just had anyways. If you're a United fan, let alone even just a Tottenham fan as well, you should just be looking at this as one game at a time. Now, if Amorim is to get backed and has got A, B, and C players that we'll talk about in a minute, and we'll liken this and give it a rating as well, then surely that should put a lot of haters, or let's say doubters, that's a better word. Haters is probably a bit too strong. It should put a lot of doubters to bed. Because if he goes and slaps Tottenham straight away, if he goes and slaps, I don't know, Newcastle as well, or somebody else, then yeah, so be it. Then you know what? You would look at him thinking, rah, like, oh, this guy really did need the better play. So that's the way I'm kind of viewing it at the moment, innit? And if he fails, then you can look at him sideways, and someone like me could be like, you know what? Maybe I got it wrong about this guy. Maybe this is not this. Maybe he's not this amazing manager that he's meant to be, because he's got A, B, and C. He's got 4 or 5 new players. He's got around these bad eggs as well, and it's still not working. Or maybe in the same breath as well, it could be like maybe some of these players might need some time to gel, but who knows? No, I don't think anybody really knows what the fixture list is really going to be, because it's too early to get leaked, in my opinion. I think that list from the other day is not going to be it. That was a little bit too early. Someone would have confirmed that a little bit. They might even changed a few things up. So yeah, look. We'll see what happens tomorrow. We'll talk on it, and you know what? We'll get on with it. So that's that. Big up to anyone if you're actually in here, though. There's 350 of you nearly. So if you don't mind, if you haven't done so yet, it's really late at night in the UK. Really and truly, I should probably be going to sleep at some point. But I really wanted to run the stream because I kind of just wanted to talk to the audience. You know, the chat basically. It's like I'm kind of finding, and I will run them at some point. I don't do enough panels on here. But I'm going to be honest. I like doing this by myself. I think this is much more enjoyable talking to you lot than sometimes talking to the panel. I do panels every day on Never a Foul. If people don't know, obviously I run another channel. And it's like I do it every day. Sometimes it's just nice to sit here, talk shit by myself, not get interrupted. And the only person or people, that can interrupt me is you lot. And you don't exactly have voices. You're typing. So, yeah, man. But let's get straight down into business. We already ran that as well. What likes are we on? 45. We can definitely do a lot more. Yeah, chat has more diverse opinions. I agree. It can be a little bit mad, but I just like this. I feel a little bit more comfortable. You know, not that I don't like panels. It's just I think when it comes to talking about Manchester United, yeah, it's my way or the highway slightly sometimes. You lot can piss me off. That's it. That's the one. Yeah. I think the only fan base, if you don't have to support United, but the fan base that probably gets on your nerves the most is probably your own fan base, because you're so passionate about your club, right? So you can kind of say, yeah, it is what it is. But long story short, I saw this stuff with Gyokeres, and I'm gonna back down on this again. I'm gonna double down on this, and I said it inside his stream. I'm gonna say it in this stream. So, how long you been a United fan for? Too long. I mean, got my first shirt when I was like 4, I think 5, maybe 2000s. Yeah, 2000 was my first shirt. I think 2001, one of them. That's because of my brothers, to be fair. So 20, you could say like 25 years, 24 years. I'm only 29, nearly 30. So, and I might return to Old Trafford again next year if they play some good football. I mean, I ain't paying like 100 to 200 pounds to watch absolute shite. That's a fact. Thomas Frank putting belt to ass on Amorim. We'll see about that. Man, call me an unk. I'm gonna kill you. long story short, we need revenge on Spurs ASAP. Gyokeres. Now, I'm confused because we look into the media, obviously, a lot to see what news is going to go on. Obviously, no shit, Michael Owen. And it kind of differs our opinions about players. And I kind of mentioned it in Saeed's stream. And I'm trying to work out, is it Gyokeres or is it the agent? And this is where it's kind of getting on my nerves a little bit. And I'm pretty sure it's getting, if you support United as well, it probably gets on your nerves too. Now, I feel like obviously Gyokeres, I said, if you're a part of Gyokeres' side and his team, I said it about 2-3 weeks ago. Of course, Arsenal's going to be your preference. They're a more solid side. They're proving themselves in the league after the last few years, which is fairs. They've got something stable going on. There's a number 9, but there's position available for them. They're the more likely team to obviously go and win the league, of course, and do well in the champs. They just got to a semi-final and they got knocked out. It looks like that's probably the best place to go if you're somewhere like, you're 26 years of age going on 27. So yeah, so that's fine. At the moment, though, it doesn't look like Arsenal put in any sort of bid. It's all fake news, pretty much the same stuff. And Sesko is going to be the one that's going over you. I don't know if that's a red flag or not, but my thing is I changed my opinion on Gyokeres. It's like, how much do you want United? Or is it the fact that United can't exactly put in a bid yet and he's desperate for a move right now, so hence, the agent's trying to put stuff probably out there to say this, that, and the other, yada, yada, yada. How much does he really want United? See, he hasn't exactly rejected United. So Fabrizio's done a little bit of backtracking, hasn't he? And I think Record Portugal put it all straight, and they've kind of had a little bit of repulsive lies in their reporting of this whole Gyokeres situation. I feel like you lot have gathered that as well, right? So whatever agreements happened, I'm not being funny. If your director of football's left, then yeah, you know what? You're subject to a different offer. It's not the case. If he was to leave, if you knew that Amorim was going to leave at some point, or let's say the director of football, then surely disagree with me, like agree or disagree with me, then surely your agent should be smart enough to say, okay, I should make a new deal with obviously the club itself then to put something in place for your client. And you know what? It's not even that Sporting's director of football is saying he's asking for a bomb. He's just asking for something a little bit more reasonable compared to the market. If United's got asked, oh, by the way, you've got money here. My client here, obviously, aka Gyokeres, is going to cost 70 million rather than 60 million. Then I think United won't have any qualms in paying that money. But it's all going to come down to the installments, right? Because that's what United's been trying to do, is get as much money as down as possible in terms of paying up front. So yeah, whatever gentleman's agreement's gone on, I'm kind of like in the director of football camps of Sporting. I'm like, yeah, but he wasn't there. Like, he wasn't his agreement. It was the director of football's agreement. So that's that. Anyways, so this whole thing that Gyokeres has rejected United was always false. And United, according to Fabrizio, anyways, United's always, informed of the situation. I feel like there's been indication within United's camp, because that was the one that was called back. Big up Yusuf in the building. I see you right there as well. And I'm going to go sit through some of your comments in a second, because I want to put this Gyokeres stuff to bed. I really want to talk about this midfielder. We didn't get to talk about Saeed's too much, and I really, really like this link. It's just how credible it's going to be is another story. It could just be a link that's thrown out there, more than likely, anyways. But it's a link, right? Because we spoke about Fratesi earlier. But with the whole Gyokeres situation, for me, it's just United's kind of moved on to Ekatike, and I think that's kind of showing Sporting as well. Like, well, you're lacking suitors at the moment. We're happy to move on to another target. But then you already know, this is the confusing part for me, is you're going to move on to another target who's going to cost more, right? More than Gyokeres, and pretty much he's been quoted at like something like 15 million more if the director of football is going to get his price for Gyokeres. So it's like, well, United must think that they're going to get some sort of money in the door if they feel like they can get Ekatike's price down. And if he gets that down, surely that probably gets to at least 75 million. They're going to want a lot of money. But then they might think, oh, we might get more to Marmoush's value. So maybe that goes down to 70, 65. United must feel confident about that. But then there's 2 other clubs in for him. So again, it doesn't make sense. That means United must want to spend some sort of money. So it's like, what one do you want? And I don't know which one's the best option for United, but I'm sorry. I know a lot of you might be in love with Ekatike, but I'm not in love with the idea of having 2 of the same profile at the same club. Like, that's in the striking position. A like for like can go a long way, but I'm thinking options. You know, that's it. I don't care if he's cheaper. I mean, Gyokeres is not going to get 300k. Let's be real. His options are dwindling. If anything, he's going to get cheaper because no one's going to give him what he wants. Otherwise, stay on your measly 45 grand at Sporting. Love. I don't know. What do you lot want? Would you take? Who do you lot actually want in the comments? By the way, would you rather go for the Ekatike deal or would you go for the Gyokeres deal? Because Gyokeres is kind of sound like a bit like a red flag, but it could be media driven. You know. Let me go through some of your comments here. Run up the likes as well. If you've just joined, big up your souls. Smash the likes. I do run my own channel. This ain't never a foul, by the way. I think Ekatike would want us over other clubs, though. Man, it's a red devil at heart. I mean, that's one factor. There's a position there for him, but you know, if someone else comes for the money, like you know, Liverpool looks quite likely at the moment, especially Nunes going out the door. So, but then there's the Gordon talk that's kind of gone in the news at the moment as well, which is recent. I'm sold on Ekatike. Him, Cunha, and Mbeumo could be a movie, but so could Xerxes. And I just think of what's coming off the bench, you know. So that's my whole thing. I like the different options. Say we do need to play counter attack. I'm not saying that Ekatike can't do it, but you kind of want Gyokeres if you're coming up against a team that's superior in possession. If you're going to counter and break against him, you want Gyokeres against that. We saw how deadly he could be against City, right? I'm pretty sure that can happen again. That's my thing. And he's clinical. We are going to need a top forward eventually, but I think I think this one can run at false 9. Xerxes and Cunha and Mbeumo, Diallo running off. Fluid front 3 can work if we have controllers in midfield. That's for sure. Oh, there's a Discord link here, people, if anyone's interested as well. We run a Discord. It's got a lot of people in there. It's not toxic. Sometimes maybe can go a little left, but not too much. Not yet. The Mbeumo deal's not gone through yet. I saw something between someone was trying to tell me about this Cameroon link saying how credible he is. I'm like, how do you know that this one's credible? Like all of a sudden, what else has he got right? If you're gonna say he's credible, what else has he got right? I need to know that as well. I don't care who's a striker, but get Mbeumo. Hadzaifa. I'm not gonna lie. That's the one. I think we'd be a lot more settled as a fan base if we saw Cunha. Here we go. Bomber, David Ornstein. Who cares? As long as he's through the door, we know what the next focus is going to be. We already know that, right? And also, I'll take Glock. He's ready for this system as well. Victor Gyokeres, we have to get the deal done. I think Victor Gyokeres is for me. You know what it is as well, yeah? I'm tired of the young player stuff. You know, like I'm quite tired of it. Like Xerxes still 23 years of age. We got those. Like get another, you know, I'm not saying it's unproven. The potential of Ekatike's, oh my man, is high. But I think Xerxes would work well in his front 3 as well. It's just if Amrim likes the player. That's the next question. Does he like him? He never really liked a Xerxes kind of profile. I know Ekatike is slightly different, but it's quite similar. So that's why I'm thinking, how much would he select Xerxes into this? But I just want someone that can just put the ball in the back of the net. Like we you know how many big chances we missed overall and just chances in general last year. You'd be surprised how much United created last year and how much we missed. Especially since Amrim arrived. It would seem like we don't create enough because I don't think we create enough situations. It's just the ones that we do miss. It's like you're trying to take the piss out of me, innit? You're trying to. That's how it felt. You know, when you see like Hojlund miss, I don't know, like a ball that's going across the box, or I don't know, Garnacho putting over the bar in a 1-on-1. It's disgusting work, isn't it? Horrible. I just need a different profile. That's all I'm looking for. A gunman. I just want someone that can clip. I'm tired of not seeing goals at Old Trafford, man. So yeah, we'll see what happens with Glock. I'm like calling Glock 9, Gyokeres. But yeah, Born in the Darkness. There we are. We'll see what happens with him, and hopefully it gets done very quickly. It's just how quickly. It's just I don't know. It probably all depends on the sales, as they keep saying. We love talking about this news, but it's like, okay, but that's great. But who's leaving? I don't know. We got a new midfielder link as well. People don't know. We spoke about it briefly on Saeed's channel, but I forgot about this name. And I'm gonna say, and you lot already know who the name is more than likely. But for ones that have joined, Dean Jones, he works for, I'm pretty sure, for CBS. All his links are pretty much over there in the Americas, right? And it's like, oh, do I listen to this one a little bit more then? Or maybe is it just the easy link? But it's because he's been, linked with United before. But Richard Rios got linked today. And maybe wonder, how credible could this really be? I need to see something more. Richard Rios is perfect. When you talk about, all these other profiles and all this kind of stuff, Bo Daddy, whatever his name is, he can't come to. It's Nice, isn't it? We can't make any deals with Nice until September. So we might as well just get whoever linked that in a bit, maybe January. But Dean Jones came out with about it saying Manchester United are keeping tabs. Look, it's nothing serious, but it's a link. Right, keeping tabs on Palmeiras midfielder Richard Rios as they seem to bolster their midfield. I think he might be an option. No, he's not. He's the Nice dude. He's not Monaco. He's the Nice dude. Trust me, he plays for Nice. I'm pretty sure his name's Hashim. He's the Algerian guy. Unless he was on loan, I'm not too sure. I don't think Dean Jones is insanely credible. But if he's going to say that there's Man United's keeping tabs, remember United need a certain profile in the midfield. I still say Douglas Luiz is the one. I don't know how much money United's going to have to go get someone like Edison. They might ask for something dumb. So it might seem a little bit unlikely, correct? What's this? Napoli are continuing to work. I have no idea for DiMarzio, mate. I swear down, I have no idea. So on that notice, again, Douglas Luiz, kind of the same kind of profile we need. Someone that's a little bit more box-to-box, someone that can contribute defensively. Richard Rios, yeah, Manu Kone over Lamine Kamara all day long. I ain't seen much of Lamine Kamara. I saw him against England, love. That's it, nothing else. But Richard Rios, yeah, if you go look at his even his stats, I'm not gonna act like I'm gonna watch Palmeiras, but I've seen him for Colombia. I see him for Colombia, and I've seen enough, yeah. And even this season, like you look at him, manages to shoot. He's a free. He shoots from free kicks as well. This guy's oh my god, the guy's an elite ball carrier for one. He likes to pass the ball forward. Tight space kind of player as well. If you've seen him play for Colombia, he doesn't mind all of that. He's just, you know what it is? For me, with this Richard Rios, he just seems like the athletic, when it comes to the build that, Amrin wants, right? I swear on my life, this guy will not fail. I'm going to put that's probably a lot, I swear on my life, but on a lot of my credibility of thinking I've got enough footballing brain or football type shit, Richard Rios is not failing. I don't see how he does. I don't see how he fails. Honestly, I think he takes the league by storm. If he will get gassed over people like Onana in the midfield, then this guy is going to absolutely ruin midfields. Yeah, the way he would skip around players will be absolutely merciless. I just need it. When it comes to dead balls as well, pause if you want to pause. I can't bother with all that no more. Just stuff like take-ons. When it comes to tackling as well. Oh, yeah, he's that guy, man. He carries the ball into the final third, and that just reminds me of an Amarin player. He's got everything needed. Everything needed. The only issue is with him, and I've got one concern, is I haven't seen him do first phase. And I think that's something that United's going to kind of want, is someone that's able to pick the ball up from the defense. I don't know. He does come across quite press resistant, but I've never really seen him do the first phase for, let alone Colombia, or let alone even watch Palmeiras in the flipping Club World Cup. Do you know what I mean? I didn't see him do that. So that's my only thing. Can you train him to be like that for next season? Can he do that role? Probably. But then the whole adapting to the Premier League is another question. How quick can he do it? But I feel like the South Americans, man, they get used to that. They will get used to the league quite quick, especially when they're athletic, they're strong, and they got a lot about them. I'd be really excited to see this. And then the better of a midfield link that I love, Mason Mount may be on the way out. Maybe. If United see an offer for him, they'll go and take it. But the suitors for this dude is going to be low, innit? It's going to be so low. Big up Pito. He says, I don't know if I said that right, Pito. Bro, if Richard Rios comes to United, I'll be over the moon. For me, him and Adam Wharton need to be the midfield pivot for United going forward. I would love that. Again, how much will Palmeiras want? What's his price? Has anyone got like a rumored price for him? Richard Rios' price. So apparently, He's an Atletico Madrid target, and any negotiations must start at £34 million. And that was a day ago, by the way. And he kind of, for me, he reminds me of an Atletico Madrid player. 34 million is a definite bargain, and United should be all over that. According to this source, that source is dog shit, to be fair. So I can't really say that. But according to Transfer Market, he's 60 million euros, but Palmeiras would ask for a lot more. I see something else that says 25 million euro tag, so no one really knows. But it's got to be in and around that kind of figure, right? When it comes to, like, I don't know, 20 million, 25 million, he's got to be going for something along them lines. Oh, and I need him. No, I think I'm getting upset. I'm actually getting obsessed with the fact that, can this actually happen? But United and the South American thing just don't happen enough, though, does it? Stupid. Maybe I'm getting a little bit too gassed. Yeah, maybe I'm getting a little bit too gassed. People, if you want to join us, it's your chance now, because I'm not going to bring it up again because I can't be asked. But if you lot want to join the Discord, it's right there. Everything that you need to be, what happens when I join? Trust me, it will all give you details, and it's like 2 seconds, literally 2 seconds to do it. He has a big release clause, yeah, but that can be negotiated down, man. I'm not so fussed about that. I saw last time. Remember last time we would link with him? I'm pretty sure they asked for an absolute astronomical fee, or it might have just been rumors. The one thing I don't want to happen is something similar with the Gyokeres thing. When you with Gyokeres, yeah, the Portuguese media go mad. It's the same thing over in Brazil. It's the same thing. And no one can tell me who's credible over in Brazil either. Every time, he's a credible, Brazilian journalist. He's talking about a Spanish player or something. It's like, what? Like, what are you on about? So yeah, that's Richard Rios. I don't know. I think United definitely be looking towards Prem proven. That's my only reservation. I feel like United will go for that, but they're not going to get a flipping player in the Premier League that's going to cost in and around, I don't know, let's say 30 million. That's going to do a job and more. I need this guy in my life. He would cost about 30 million. I need him in my life. Luis just makes sense. It's a loan deal with maybe an obligation. But United didn't want to do the obligation back in January. So on that note I don't know. Maybe get it done for this season. Get him on a loan with an obligation, a low fee, or maybe if you can, get an option. Get an optional. And if you don't work out, just do what you did with Sancho. Just have like a cancellation fee. But he will work out. In my opinion, he does work out. But yeah, and the last part is just how are we going to make this happen, right? And I spoke about it a little bit earlier, and it's pissed me off. Like, Onana staying at United for another season is nothing short of a disaster. How have we got to the point where I know we're not great at selling? Exactly, right? We had a decent summer. We didn't have a decent summer last year of selling. It'll just all happen in the blink, right? But at this point, it's like Onana staying for another fucking year. Another year. It's getting a little bit too slow, isn't it? In my opinion, a little bit too slow for my liking. I can see Javi Guerra won't succeed in the Prem. I'm telling you that now. But I like him as well, yeah. But he's not succeeding. But for me, Onana staying is as bad as hearing that Garnacho might stay at the club. It's the same thing, isn't it? It's that disastrous. It's slow. This is slow. In terms of sales, it's like, I know it's been like nearly 3 weeks and more and some. Our season ended ages ago. We got told, we saw, to be fair, we didn't get told. Onana and Garnacho weren't even included against Aston Villa. What do you mean Onana and Amorim got a great working relationship? What? No, I'm quite relaxed, Mo, yeah? It's not about the windows being open. The window's been open before it's shut. Deals can still happen. It just can't be official, right? You can't send an official bid over. But it's been open. And if the Athletic are saying, maybe it's just a way of conjuring up some sort of clicks to piss off United fans because there's nothing going on in the United world. Let's not act like it hasn't happened before. But if the Athletic are kind of saying, Onana's Amorim, great working relationship, he's looking to stay for next season. It's like, why? It's because no one else wants him. No one actually wants this goalkeeper. Who wants a goalkeeper that's probably worth in the regions of 25 to 30 million? Because United doesn't want to make a loss, and it's fair enough on the books. The books are everything, right? Why? Can you not put him as a second goalie? Like when you're deep here, I don't care if he's disruptive. If the guy's disruptive, send him to the gulag. Go play with the under-21s. Fuck off. Yeah? Who gives a shit? Go get a goalkeeper that's going to be worth 20 million then. You know, if you're gonna do your scouting, do it correctly. You already done it before. You looked at Chevalier, which was one option. It might be a little bit more money. You're looking at like a prime piece of, I don't know, Martinez, who's going to be worth at least 35 to 40 million, which is just stupid. So if Onana's staying, you might as well kiss Martinez goodbye. No point. Literally no point. Then you're going to have to go look at something cheaper then. At least, minimum. Don't say Vicario. Like, sell Bigindi, that's fine. It don't care. Like, but go get Vanya then. Go get number 2 in, that's number 2, and pushes for the goalie. And so anything he has, like, in terms of a mistake, then you go put him in goal, see what he's about. If Vanya's 16.8 million or 7 million, as it's quoted, or 17.8, I can't remember which one, surely you just go take a chance on that. That's an easy deal. At least with us, we'd be more reassured, thinking, you know what, we just got Serie A goalkeeper of the season. The guy's an animal. He's a giant. At least on corners, we're not going to be little bitches. You know, we got an absolute giant that's going to come and collect that ball pretty much 10 times out of 10. So that's it for me, unless the corner's that good. I'm tired of seeing Onana in goal, man, because you know what? If we want to go and get this top 4, Champions League, you don't get Champions League with Onana in goal. You just don't. I'm sorry, not unless you got a great team. I don't care what happened over in Italy either. You know, he might have been great for Inter Milan, might have won the league with them, but he's an absolute bozo. He's going to be probably the sole reason why we lose out on like 15 points. No joke. I'm being dead serious. And then the other point is like Hojlund. It's like we see this stuff. Okay, Napoli's interested. Amazing. Napoli are interested apparently in Sancho. Apparently Napoli are interested in Grealish, Garnacho, and a bunch of other players. How are they going to afford Hojlund now? Let me know in the comments. Yeah, but as you're liking this video, 7 likes of 100, by the way. Not good enough. Usually I was getting about 150 before I stopped streaming on the weekend. I went away for 2-3 days, and this is what I'm getting. It's 94 likes. It's crazy. Again, how do you shift someone like Hojlund? Inter Milan are tracking him. How much tracking do you need to do to go before you go make a bid? What is it? Is it like teams are waiting for like July the 1st to happen? Or is it a waiting game? Because I'm telling you now, United will shift this guy as quick as possible if it can happen. Is he that expensive? There's no way we can be keeping Hojlund next season. He has to go on loan or something. Loan with an option, loan with an obligation. I don't give a shit. I don't want to see that man play football at my club ever again. Ever again. I don't know how many times I have to describe about this scrub. Honestly, I don't care if he's 22 now, 21. He is not good at football. It's as simple as that. He might be good at football in another league, and I don't have to tell you lot either. The guy, I cannot see this guy in a United jersey wearing number 9. Leave the number 9 in the bag. Leave it in the bag and piss off. Stop thinking that you're going to be a Manchester United player. Just stop. Just stop. The dream's over, mate. You had your chance. You can't play ball. And it's not his fault. It's the United scouts' fault from before, thinking that he was going to be the profile that's going to take us to the motherland because he's got some decent attributes and he just stinks. Who the fuck watched this guy and said, you know what, he'd be good in the Prem? You fucking suck. You suck. Can't even link the ball. Yeah, man, I don't trust Italy with strikers. I'll be real. But then again, there's some decent strikers in there, man. Like, that's why I say the same thing about Retegui as well. I watch Retegui. He's decent. But he suffers in the Premier League. He suffers big time. I'm sorry. That's another guy that needs so much time to do what he needs to do. Doesn't do anything. It's just full of old men and experience, in it, that league. I swear down. And then we went to, I remember when we got linked with, what's his name, Yildiz. And I'm thinking, like, well, you can barely do it for Juve at a young age against experience. Why the hell would I want him at United? I don't want that. Hell no. Even Lautaro Martinez. I hear a lot of hype around him. I don't buy into the hype of Lautaro Martinez. I'm telling you now. He's not that guy either. He'd do all right, though. What's this? Buying clubs taking the piss. Batiste want another loan. I don't know what their obsession is. Fuck off, mate. Initial into loan with option for Hojlund. That'll probably do, to be fair. We need to get at least a year off his contract. People we want to sell, low interest. Hope July the 1st we get heavy links on players. Yeah, a lot of players go. Did you not know that actually? When it comes to June, that's I mean July is it's like 46% of players. That's when they make their moves. So like June is a little bit too early. I don't know what it is, but maybe clubs don't like moving too early without assessing all their options. Could be that. Could be that. But anyways, yeah, look, United, it's going to... Hopefully we get some Mbumo news. We need a lift. We need a lift. I need a lift. The fan base need it as well. It's just... I need something to say, you know what? I've definitely got these 2 players in the door, at least minimum. That's when the PSR date refreshes. But you can still make deals now. You make deals now, yeah? And then obviously you can make the deal like, I don't know, you can assess it in July and tick it off, and then that means it counts towards July. Like, who cares? You don't have to sign off for June. Or maybe you do. Maybe I've got it totally wrong. Maybe you do need to make that deal in July. Makes things less complicated. So yeah, maybe we do have to wait till then. Good point. Cassie, do you think we'll get an opening fixture? Oh, I don't know. There's a lot of scramble on the net, isn't there, at the moment about the fixtures? So yeah, we'll get in. We'll definitely get into it. It's just I haven't seen anything from Man United, to be fair. I've kind of looked into it, and it just seems like a lot of bullshit. I don't know. I ain't seen anyone credible enough from United side saying, you know what? Oh, you know, United fans not gonna like this. Yeah, I can't see anything. Can you not see anything? I'm trying to find. Yeah, we did an Orny bomber, man. No progress has been made on Napoli for thingy. No, can't see it. Anyways, who else is live, people, man? I don't want to drag this on. Who else is live? Can we go raid anyone? I don't really subscribe to many people on my account, so it might be a little bit difficult to find. Lee Gunner. Let's go raid Lee then. I think I can't really see anybody else. It'd be nice to see someone got like 5 people watching. Let's go raid them. Should we raid Lee? Is anyone else? I don't know if there's anyone else. Go on someone else's other profile quick. I mean, Joey's live as well, isn't it? I think Joey's about to wrap up though. Yeah, Joey's done an hour. Yeah, let's go raid Lee then. Let's go raid Lee. In a bit, I suppose. I'll be back tomorrow morning.